to week 6 of the XFL here inside of Camping World Stadium. Orlando and Seattle set to do battle. The Sea Dragons have won 3 in a row. Well, the XFL, all about access. It's what we love. It's what you love as well. And we'll take you all access right now.
Every game we played has been close. Let's take one, go down and score again, and keep scoring. And keep stopping them.
Hey, Sea Dragons on 3. 1, 2, 3, Sea Dragons. First class play today. Do all job. Do all job. Great week of practice, knowledge. Let's go out and perform, man, like we supposed to, right? Like we know how to do.
Let's get another opportunity, man. Go out and play hard, play for your brothers, the guys next to you, man. Let's get a win, man. Let's get this style out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Playmakers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Great access as always. Welcome to our broadcast position. Joey Galloway, Roy Philpott, Eric McLean, Tiffany Blackman on the sidelines today. Seattle's playing some good ball. They've won 3 straight. Have a little mojo on their side.
Seattle lost in the first week by 4 points, and in the second week by 2 points to St. Louis, who's also in the North Division. And it felt like if they could just get a win, they could go on a run. They've done that behind a potent offense. On the other side, Orlando's still trying to find a win, but Quentin Dormady came off the bench last week. They scored a season-high 32 points. He completed 88% of his passes. They're right on the verge. They got to find a way to finish.
Yeah, the Sea Dragons offense, a lot of good, a little bit of bad so far this year. Ben DiNucci leads the XFL in passing yards, Joey, but the turnovers have been a problem at times.
Absolutely. Turning the ball over is the only thing slowing down Seattle. They also lead the league in yards per game, but they've only created 3 turnovers on the season, and they've turned it over more than that. And so they're negative in the turnover margin.
Ben DiNucci is the straw that stirs the drink for the Sea Dragons. He's with our Eric McLean.
Ben, when you guys have played so much better these last couple of weeks, really seems like you found your stride winning a couple of games in a row here. What's happening? What's clicking?
Yeah, we got to play a complete game. For whatever reason, the second half has kind of been our Achilles heel. Play really good in the first half, kind of shoot ourselves in the foot second half. So come out here, put some points on the board early, let our defense play with the lead, play good the whole game, full complete game, and stick it to these guys.
There's no wind. It's not cold. There's no rain, but it is 95 degrees. I'm sweating my tail off. You say you feel great.
It's been a while since I've played in some heat like this. The ball is gonna come out a little better. Guys are gonna be running a little faster. To be good, fly around, have some fun, make some plays.
Appreciate your time, brother. Let's go up to our guys in the ice booth upstairs.
Oh, it feels good for Quentin Dormady, of course, the former Tennessee standout. Played a season at Central Michigan in the MAC. Also one game for Houston back in 2018. On March 2nd, he was released, however, in the XFL by the Guardians after reportedly giving opponents his own team's playbook. He was then placed on the XFL's Office of the President's Reserve List. After an investigation, he was reinstated to the active roster, 2 practices, and then played extremely well in Vegas a week ago. And right now, Quentin Dormady with our Tiffany Blackman.
Quentin, you returned to this team last week. You come off the bench and have an incredible performance. How were you able to stay locked in while you were away?
Yeah, just coming out, staying on top of the playbook, stuff like that. I mean, it was just all the same stuff. And then guys made plays last week, so I was just trying to build off it this week.
You led the Guardians to their best offensive performance last week. What does that do for your confidence today as you get the start?
Yeah, it gives me confidence in my guys. I know they're going to go out and make plays, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there, go through my reads, and get the ball out quick, help our whole line out, and let the guys make plays and run up the catch.
Thanks, Quentin.
Yep.
Roy?
Tiffany, thank you very much. 95 degrees. It is hot in Orlando. It feels like summer. Sea Dragons will get the football first, and of course, the target area is between the 20-yard line and the goal line. That is the kickoff target zone. The ball goes into the end zone on the fly. It's a penalty. It comes out to the 35. Kelvin McKnight back deep to receive this Jose Borregales kick from his own 10. We are underway in Orlando. Tripped up, driven down, crossing the 20. And Seattle will take over there, having won 3 straight. The tackle by Thompson. Now, Ben DiNucci, of course, standout career at JMU.
Let's go. Let's start off strong. Start off strong. Here we go. Trips left. 50 dogs. V slant on 2. Ready. 50.
Darius Bradwell, the running back.
Let go.
And DiNucci incomplete. Intended for Ja'Cour Pearson, leading receiver in the XFL.
Orlando had a big chance to make an early interception on that play, and that's been their issue. They had only created 3 turnovers on the season, but that was an excellent chance for them to start this game off great on the defensive side.
Snag divide F wheel on 2. Ready?
Hammond's now the running back on 2nd and 10. It's the 5-man front. Time for DiNucci, now flush. They'll show you the Wills. They scored it out of bounds, crossing the 25. And a good game makes it 30 and manageable. Down to Eric.
Guys, one thing that's going to be really interesting to pay attention to, mics are down right now for these coaches. They can't do the normal communication in the headset, so Ben DiNucci having to run back and forth. Any other game, I don't think that's a problem. But, Joey, it's a little hot down here. How you feeling up top?
Yeah, I would hate that. You would have to signal me. Like, especially he just ran the ball. Now, luckily, he's on their sideline close enough to get the play call. But, yeah, as this game wears on with this heat, that could be an issue.
The weather could definitely be a factor. 3rd and 5. DiNucci surveys incomplete. Pearson was breaking open. Instead, it's 3 and out for Seattle. Hossein in coverage. Orlando played better last week in Las Vegas, Joey, and certainly that's got to give them some confidence to start this one off.
Yeah, they just have to eliminate the penalties. They still lead the league in penalties per game, and that was an issue. As you can see, this pass is a little low, a little off, and it's almost like the defense that Orlando's playing on the back end. They've played a lot of man-to-man. As you see, they've played some zone here early, and it looks like it might be confusing DiNucci.
Camera in the silent. They'll punt it to Justin Rogers. Retreats back to his 20. Ball's in the air forever. He'll make it to the 30. That's it. Bottled up and driven down after a return of 11 and a 54-yard punt. That was Hammonds that made the stop. Here's Quentin Dormady. Orlando looked different with him on the field last week, and the offense certainly was explosive. Joey's thrown 25 passes. You only have 3 incompletions, right? That's getting the job done.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They've been really good on their first drives of every game that they've played in. It's just they cannot find a way to keep the momentum after that first drive.
Empty backfield. Jermaine Martin is the running back who'll get the first down carry and trickles ahead for a short game. 1, maybe 2. The stop by Sharif Miller.
What are we in?
He went from the Corvette to Cancun.
180!
Time pass is caught, and the completion to Dan Williams III, right at the line to gain. It should be enough for a first down.
Red ball, red ball, red ball. Red ball. Red ball.
Guardians will show tempo. Good pass by Dormady.
Corvette. Michelle.
First possession for the Guardians. Spun down is Martin. And a stop by Skipper. Well, Shane Matthews calling plays for head coach Terrell Buckley. They were high school teammates. Headset has been an issue so far, we're told.
Yeah, we've had in a number of games where the headsets have gone down. And in a league where there's a lot of access, a league where the offensive coordinator can talk to the skill positions and the quarterback until the ball is snapped, that's a difficult situation. All of a sudden, when the headsets are gone, you have to find a way to communicate.
2nd down and 7 for the Guardians. Their first touch today.
David, son. 180.
Latimer in motion. Top receivers in the XFL so far. Get the call near side and out of bounds. That pass sailed about 5 feet too high.
And I think Dormady was just throwing that ball away. There was no one open. They looked like they were sending a wheel route down the sideline, but he stopped and he just threw it away.
3rd down and 7. Latimer, of course, won a Super Bowl with Denver. Playing as a tight end. He's been a receiver. He's added weight.
86.
Twins right. Twins right. Quick ace right, fetch. Twins right, quick ace, fetch. Hurry, 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 hurry. Michelle.
Time for Dormany, loads one up deep. Incomplete. Jalen Smith was covered by Bryce Thompson, and that was close.
Yeah, really close. And I like the idea. Take a shot early. You know, it's a 3rd and long. You might as well take a shot, see if you can make this play. And it looked like a catch at first. Just loses it at the end.
Joey, he's fully extended.
Yeah, he's fully extended. And I think it's a really good throw by Dormany. Throwing it to the outside away from the defender. This is pretty good coverage on the back end. But he just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah. Mac Brown. Send it inside the 5 to Kelvin McKnight. Penalty marker is down. McKnight keeps the play alive. With a path, there he goes, far side. McKnight. All the way to the 48-yard line, plus territory, a punt of 53, a return of 51. The tackle by Hossein. Let's check the penalty.
We're gonna attack that. Illegal formation. Kicking team, not enough players on the line of scrimmage. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. First down for Seattle. Timeout on the field.
The Sea Dragons with outstanding field position, Joey, after a great return.
Great blocking, makes a few guys miss. And then when you have that convoy going down the field, I always wonder is why doesn't one of these guys turn around, peel back, and make sure no one's coming up from behind? You've got 7 blockers. Somebody turn around, you got a touchdown.
Brought to you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. Guardian faithful, enjoying the start of this one as we check in again with Eric McLean.
Kelvin, you just had about a 50-yard return. I was listening to you talk to some of your teammates. You said the only reason they caught me is because I'm having to juke guys out. What happened right there?
Yeah, I was just making people miss right there. The blind pursuit came and got me, but we're going to capitalize next time, though.
Roy, he's getting to the end zone next time.
Yes, he is. Had a path. And the special teams for the Sea Dragons. Off to a great start. Bradwell off left tackle. And a 2-yard gain on first down. Savion Patton, the tackle. And 5 minutes in, still scoreless. Seattle on the move.
Put your pad back on.
Red right, Fox off on Monday, ready. Monday.
TJ Hammond's the running back on 2nd and 8. Try the left side again. Hammond stripped up crossing the 40. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down.
And we mentioned that Seattle is the leading passing team in the XFL, but it's important to establish the run. It helps your quarterback. It makes the defense to establish where the safeties are going to be. You can see on the first drive, DiNucci was a little confused by the zone coverage. What clears that up is running the football.
1-2, ready. 81. KG. Here we go. Set go.
DiNucci with time. Crossing route is there. So is the first down for Blake Jackson. Still on his feet. And he'll jog inside the 20. Seattle in the red zone after a gain of 19.
I love the route by Blake Jackson. Looks like he's going to run a wheel route up the sideline. Goes full speed to the outside. Gets the defender's hips flip. And then breaks across on the slant. Really nice route. Nice completion. And a big gain.
First big play from scrimmage for either side.
Strips left. 80s. Deep post. Wide choice special. 1-2. Ready.
First completion for DiNucci. Of Jawan Green. It was Wiggins in coverage across the middle.
throw here by Danucci. It's on time. You got to get this ball in there between the safety and the corner, and he does it. Nice flat route. Now he's got to make this catch.
Dallas on Monday. Ready? Monday. Here we go. Let's go.
Movement. Our referee, Francisco VR. Back him up 5. The penalty on Chris Owens. Jim Haslett out of retirement, back on the sidelines with the approval of his wife Beth, we're told.
Here we go. Monday. Let's go.
Halfway through the first. Bradwell straight ahead. Delay again. Back to the original line of scrimmage after a 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 10. Joey, what do you like?
Well, this is an offense that leads the league in passing, leads the league in yards per game, but is 5th in scoring. And so finishing drives is important for this offense. And this is one of those situations. The penalty is back the ball up. Now in a 3rd and 10 inside the 20. This is a tough play to make.
Everly's longest field goal this season, a 36-yarder at DC.
Let's go.
Guardians bringing their dime set. Danucci drifting, throwing, end zone, and incomplete. It was broken up after the pass was intended to Josh Gordon by Matt Elam.
Great coverage by Elam on the back end on this play. Remember him out of Florida, great athlete back there. He has one of the interceptions that this defense has on the season. He breaks under this corner nicely, gets a piece of this ball, and just tips it away at the last minute.
Dominic Eberle on the field, 5 of 6 this season. That long of just 36. This would be a 37-yarder off the right hash. And he drills it. Seattle on the scoreboard first. 3-0 our score. ABC's presentation of the XFL will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Update for you on the Orlando side. Jalen Smith, who tried to make a good grab on the ball earlier and went down. He's been in the tent, guys, this entire time. He's dealing with a back spasm. And in regards to the communication issues that we've been talking about, well, I can tell you that tight ends coach Brett Johnson has been getting the plays from offensive coordinator Shane Matthews up from the booth, and he is shouting them out to quarterback Quentin Dormady. So that's how they're navigating around it, guys.
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Justin Rogers on the return from his own 5. Turf Monster got him. It'll be Orlando's football inside their own 20. Quentin Dormady, 2nd touch. Took over for Paxton Lynch a week ago in that 3-point setback at Vegas. Offense looked different. Guardians certainly acted different offensively after his insertion back with the first team. Number support depth. Orlando's been involved in some close ones. 2 of the last 3 decided by a possession. Thomas in the backfield. He'll motion out to get it. And a nifty move. 2 cuts make it 3. Close to a first down. Cole was in the area trying to trip him up.
Nice play by Dormady to get the ball out of his hands, but then a better play by Thomas, making a couple guys miss, getting upfield, set up a 2nd and short. I'd like to see him take a shot here.
2nd and inches. Maybe that's what they'll do. Time for Dormady. That is exactly what they'll do. Gave too long for Charleston Rambo with Peyton Jones in coverage.
I like the play call. Sets up a 3rd and 1. You'd assume you can run this ball and get your first down, but I like the 2nd and 1. Let's take a shot down the field, loosen up the defense.
Now, Jalen Smith, who Tiffany just talked about, injured on that diving grab attempt.
Nice.
Dormady will keep it. Easily pick up the first down. Needed 2 inches, gained almost 2 yards. Drive continues for Orlando. Joe, when you're trying to battle back and lost a couple of games to start the season, it's kind of hard to get that first dub, right? Not easy.
No, not easy at all, but it's the penalties and the mistakes that is killing Orlando. You mentioned their games have been fairly close the last couple of weeks, but it's too many penalties get them in trouble.
And we mentioned Paxton Lynch out. DeAndre Francois is the backup. Former Florida State standout. On first down, a quick toss. Latimer, his first touch. Upended after a 5-yard gain. He has been legit with his production, his leadership. 11 in green is one to watch today and the rest of the season.
Flank right, V4, F counter left. On one, ready? Right.
Well, personnel inside give on 2nd and 5, and Orlando starting to cook after a 3-yard gain. The tackle by Walker.
And I think Orlando would like to go fast here, but as you can see, because of the communications, it's slowing down their offense. The offensive line still staying on the line of scrimmage. The idea of going fast, but it's taking a little longer now to get the play call in.
Ready?
3rd and 2.
David, touch. White 80. White
Martin, the running back. Quick strike, incomplete, and too much zest for Charleston Rambo.
Oh. Wow.
The initial first down, Orlando has to punt.
Those are the plays you have to have. If you're going to find a way to get your first win on these easy connections on 3rd and short, you have to start connecting. If offensively you're going to get things in a rhythm, get things going, I'm telling you, they have to start making these kind of plays if they're going to get that first win on the season.
Dormady already more incompletions today than the entire 3 quarters we saw him at Vegas. McKnight tripped up. We go all access here in the XFL.
They got me mic'd up.
Huh?
They got me mic'd up.
Oh, good.
Everybody, group picture. I got to get in the locker room.
Relax, play with great effort. Let's go have some fun. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let them know that we are number 1. Off the rim. All right, see Dragons on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Or 17 of the receiving team. This 10 years
I want all that. You just got moved 5 yards back.
First down.
Well, you certainly appreciate the enthusiasm. Sea Dragons have won 3 straight.
Correction, he forced half the distance.
What the hell?
Flag came in late to back the Sea Dragons up all the way inside their 10. A break for the Guardians.
Same box on 2, ready.
47-yard punt. Knight bottled up. The infraction yields poor field position. It's the 4-man front. Bottled up, driven down. Gerald Willis led the charge. It's a loss of 3 with a TFL.
Those D linemen love this when the offense is backed up like this. You're near that goal line. They know that they can tee off. They got a chance to make a play here that's going to matter. It's going to switch the momentum, and that's a great play by Gerald Willis. Just squeezing through there and then make a play in the backfield.
Played at Miami. Practice squad with 2 different NFL teams. Baltimore, Miami, and actually Green Bay make it 3. 2nd and 13.
To go.
5 yards deep in his own end zone. DiNucci ushered out at the 7 was Savion Patton and Lakia Henry in the area.
Great coverage on the back end. You can hear DiNucci talking to his offensive line. I can't keep running around. This is great coverage on the back end. We've seen Orlando a couple weeks now, and they played a lot of man-to-man coverage. In this game, it looks like they're playing a lot of more zone, trying to take away this pass game of Seattle that we know is so potent.
Georgia specials, D big on 1, ready. Monday. Gotta go. Gotta go. Here we go.
Play clock at 2. DiNucci gets it off. And the pass. Drilled. Caught. Near the 15, but he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. It was Damian Willis that came back to get it. That penalty proved costly. Fourth down and 2. Justin Rogers back deep. Wobbler from the 45. Ran into his own blocker. Rogers to the 49, and that's it. Driven down hard. 40-yard punt, 4-yard return. 23 seconds to go in our first quarter. Now the Sea Dragons, Joey, they started off with those 2 losses. Since then, it's been a different team. And talking to Jim Haslett this week, he really believes like they should be 5-0. A couple of missed opportunities those early weeks of the season.
You look at this coaching staff in this roster, it felt like this would be a team that'd be a really good football team in this league. And it's those first 2 weeks, they just couldn't quite find a way to get over. I mentioned they lost the first one by 4, the second one by 2. Then they go to Vegas and get that win. They've been a different football team since then.
I think you go back to that Josh Gordon touchdown in that game against Vegas. First appearance for Devin Darrington. And motion, movement, 5 yards.
59. Illegal snap for 59 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
You mentioned the penalties, big issue for Orlando, especially up front.
Yeah, you get the ball, great field position. You get your offense back on the field after a great defensive stand. You can't start off this drive with a penalty.
Xavion Furcron, guilty party. Jalen Smith appears to be okay. At least he's out of the tent for now. Time, incomplete. Dormady over the head of Dan Williams. It was Cole in coverage.
Dan, come on. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Quinn Dormady now 3 of 8 passing, Joey, in this first quarter, getting the start.
Come on.
25 yards to show for it. Fast-moving first quarter in the books in Orlando, 3-0. And the Defenders, 7 Eastern, ESPN2. 2 teams combined to go 9-1 to start. All 3, of course, also available on ESPN+. Start of our second quarter, Camping World Stadium. Sea Dragons with a 3-0 lead. Big play. Eli Rogers into plus territory. And a gain of 19. Well, that Monday night matchup, 5-0 versus 4-1. Both teams leading their respective divisions.
The Roughnecks coming off their first loss of the season to Seattle, actually, who is a team that is now on a roll. So this is the matchup that a lot of people have been looking for, because these have been the 2 teams that have been the best through the first 4 games of the season, at least with the Roughnecks being undefeated. So this will be a great matchup.
Coming up Monday night, Emmanuel Smith, injured Sea Dragon linebacker, being tended to just past midfield.
The over-under is 43 in this game. We've had 3 points in the first quarter. If you take any over, like I like to take the over, you're not feeling great, but 3 quarters left.
That's fun to talk about, actually, during the game. Dormady caught fire really in the second half last week at Vegas. Joey hasn't been back a ton, so you got to figure he's trying to shake off some rust. And the over in Orlando games has been quite profitable so far.
Yeah, so there's a lot of time left. I mean, you now realize you're going to need some points. But I expect with this great weather we're having that these offenses are going to warm up and get things going.
Well, we talked to Terrell Buckley this week, head coach for the Guardians. You see Jim Haslett He talked about going back to the basics. They've been close. They need to clean some things up on special teams. The offensive line penalties. This, in fact, is just the first time all year that Orlando has started the same 5 on the offensive line as what they did the week before. So we'll see if that makes a difference as Smith is being helped out. Coach Buckley also told us, went back and talked to his mentor, Coach Mickey Andrews, longtime Florida State defensive play caller, and just wanted to verify that what he was doing was the right thing. And Coach Andrews said, absolutely it is. You got to trust yourself, understand what got you here.
They go fast too. You catch them.
Orlando's really close. They keep shooting themselves in the foot, but they have the talent. They've been in games. Last week they scored the 32 points and had a chance in the end. It's the penalties and the turnovers are killing them.
It came down to that 3-point conversion late at Vegas. Darlington, nifty move, off and running with a pass. Inside the 20. And it'll be first down and goal for Orlando. Trey Walker shoved him out. That's a gain of 31.
But the move by Darlington in the backfield. This play is going to the right. The jump cut, puts the right foot in the ground, plants and goes left. Receiver block down the field, turns into a big play. But offensively, this is what they need out of that run game.
Orlando on the move. The keeper, Dormady, slides across the goal line. Will rule him down at the 1. A penalty marker flies as well.
Holding. 64 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty to still first down.
I thought he had a path to sneak in there. He started the slide too early, Joey.
I honestly think that he was thinking he was sliding into the end zone, because you're absolutely right. He could have taken this ball and maybe taken a hit, but a touchdown is worth a hit. He just goes down a little early, but once again, we have a penalty backing this ball up.
Would have been close.
Yeah, and that's not a slide. And to me, that would have been a touchdown. Maybe Dean took a look at that and it would be different, but that looks like a touchdown because he didn't actually slide. Sort of dove.
First and goal outside the 15. Dormady, time, pass caught. Back to the 9-yard line for Rambo. The tackle by Brooks, a little extracurricular. Well, this is what we saw more of last week at Vegas. For a gain of 7. Bedford Thomas now the running back.
Wide bunch right, gone right. China X rub. On 1.
Thomas reaches back, made the grab, a short gain. And it was Cole with the tackle. It was coming quickly.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that ball was low and he got down, because Cole was about to level him coming up from the safety position. This is a great break on the ball. And I think that's a situation where your quarterback realizes where the heat's coming from and tries to throw you away from the defender, saving your guy from taking a big hit.
55, 55, 55. Bunch right, gone right. Z drive, F3LA tangle. We gotta go, we gotta go. Let's go, Michelle.
Trying to set up the screen or the crosser, and Thomas fell down. The pass incomplete. The play felt like it was doomed from the start.
Hey, set your feet.
Kick the field goal or go for it on 3rd and long?
No, you got to kick this field goal. Once again, for Orlando, a penalty on the play that could have been a touchdown backs the ball up. Now you're settling for a field goal. These are the kind of plays that make it difficult to get these wins, to get these situations. You're playing a Seattle team that's red hot. You had a chance to take the lead.
Jose Borregales on for the short field goal attempt. 26-yarder from the left hash. Is good. We're tied at 3. ABC's presentation of the XFL will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
You know what I mean?
Nobody, yeah.
And I'm hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you did on it, let me see.
He just went up and broke out, which is fine if they're hard inside, right? So he just passed you off. You ran into the corner who's basically trapping out there.
Good inside all access with the Guardians and Quentin Dormady still operating on that drawing board. Target zone for the kickoff. Has to land within 20 down to the goal line. Sails into the end zone on the fly. It is a penalty. Ball comes out to the 35. McKnight with a full head of steam. And another lane. There goes McKnight, a special teams ace. Tripped up inside the 40-plus territory. 2 penalty markers fly after a return of 45 yards and the tackle by Marcus Murphy. Now, McKnight has been a big-time weapon for Seattle.
Good ball. During the return, personal foul, horse collar for 38 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty would be added to the end of the
Coach
play.
Haslett, I was just talking with you there and said, bend, don't break. You said, no, not really. So walk me through what you're seeing from your defense.
We gave up a big play, a 7 cut. We didn't cover very well. We need a better rush up front. It's not bend and break. That's it. They did a better job than us in that last series.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Now, one of the early big stories, Kelvin McKnight, punt return, 40 yards or more, a kickoff return now in that same area. Great field position for the Sea Dragons, trying to reclaim the lead. DiNucci just 2 of 6. Surveys, floats it, pass caught. Blake Jackson on the crosser, a gain of 3. Joe Jones, of course, one of the architects of the run and shoot offense. It really hasn't changed a lot going back to the late 70s, early 80s. DiNucci on 2nd down. In zone, man-to-man. And incomplete. Jordan Veazey covered by Ty Smith.
The coverage on the back end by Orlando has been really good in this game. It's been the special teams plays by Seattle getting them to the plus side of the field, but defensively, the way Orlando's playing in this game has been pretty impressive.
Big play for Seattle. Dragons 104 on 3rd down. DiNucci steps up in the flats, wide open. Scrambling for the first down, and it's there. That was Veazey. Terrence Smith, the tackle, a gain of 9. The drive continues.
Orlando just rushing 3 on this play and giving DiNucci way too much time in the pocket. You can't cover for 5-6 seconds on the back end. Even though the initial coverage is good, you have to find a way to get pressure on DiNucci and not let him stand in the pocket and look over your defense.
Veazey has been a practice squad player for a multitude of teams in the NFL. Did all he could to pick up the first down yardage.
Here we go. Let go.
Empty backfield again after 3 straight passes. DiNucci. It'll be 2nd down. Veazey, the intended receiver. Smith in coverage. And a connection forming between 6 and 88. Joe Jones did tell us, too, the run and shoot has changed a little bit. He tries to add about 10 to 15% every year, according to the advice from the great late Bill Walsh. One of the architects of the West Coast offense. The two spent a ton of time together at the end of Walsh's life.
Here we go, gotta go. Here we go. Let go.
2nd and 10. Inside handoff Bradwell. It'll be 3rd down. Sea Dragons can still pick up a first down. Sanders the tackle after a 2-yard pickup.
And this Sea Dragons offense, which is the best passing offense, they gain the most yards in the XFL, they just don't seem like they're in rhythm. They've had great special teams plays. They've had great field position, but their rhythm on offense doesn't seem the same as it's been the first 5 games of the season.
Here we go. Trips right up. 881. X post, mesh, H choice. On 2. Ready. Let's go.
Gordon, bottom of your screen. DiNucci time his way. Almost intercepted. Nazim Hossein had a chance.
Terrell Buckley is a really good defensive back. When he played football, this has to be driving him crazy. These kind of plays, they've only created 3 turnovers on the season, 2 of them been interception. We've seen in this game, they've had 3 times, 3 opportunities to make interceptions. They need these kind of plays. It's great coverage. They fooled the quarterback once again, but you have to finish it and pick that ball off.
27-yard field goal by Everly. Seattle back in front 6-3, down to Tiffany.
Guys, I'm with defensive coordinator Tony Carter. You were just shaking your head after that near interception. You said you almost knew Nazim was gonna get that.
Yes, we had a perfect call dialed up. We kind of understood the route concept which was coming. He had his hands on the ball, just dropped it. So we're expecting a turnover there. So we gave up 3 points, 2 field goals. We got to make some turnovers if we're going to win the game.
Now the DC on the other side, Ron Zook, you told me he tried to recruit you to Florida back when he was the head coach there. What would he make of the way your unit's coming out today?
It's kind of surreal because in high school he recruited me, and then we talked pregame, and he's like, man, I'm getting old. You're coaching now. So it's fun going against guys that you mentor and look up to in coaching. So I'm just excited and blessed with the opportunity.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Tiffany, thank you. Coach Carter, bad news. Everybody's getting older. I'm right there with you. Chatting pregame. For Coach Carter, his unit hasn't forced a turnover since week 1. If Orlando's going to get that first dub, that's really got to change in a hurry.
Yeah, and they played well on the defensive side. You know, Seattle was started in the plus territory 2 times because of special teams plays, and they held them to field goals both times. Pretty impressive defensively by Orlando, but they could have 3 turnovers.
Free kick landed in the end zone. This is a major touchback. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, first down.
So the kickoff into the end zone. Move the football to the 35. And better starting field position for Orlando.
Okay, so now there's 9 points, and you're still trying to get to that 43 and the over-under. You're feeling like a little better because there's been 6 points scored in this quarter, but still, you're looking for something. As you can see, the live line is amazing to me. Now the over-under down to 36.5.
A touchdown near the end of the half may make you feel a little bit better. Darlington far side, he has shown a first. Wrapped up that for a gain of 2 here. It was Holder that met him first near the line.
With these 2 offenses, with what Orlando did last week, scoring 32 points, and with Seattle being maybe the best offense in the league, you expected to see more points in this game, but these defenses have played well.
You never know what the second half will look like, especially after last week at Vegas. Just 150 total yards between these 2 so far. Time for Dormady, unloads deep. Man-to-man coverage and incomplete. He's been just off the mark. Rambo was open. Holder 40 yards deep in coverage.
Quarter 4-man. Quarter 4-man. Show. Empty right. Double smash. One spot. Double smash, one spot. Hey, gone right. David.
Third down.
180.
Andrew Jamil on the field for the first time. Likely offsides on the Sea Dragons. Scrambling ahead. Dormady. He'll have a first down.
Offside defense. Offside. Number 44, the defense was in the neutral zone at the snap. This 5-yard penalty has declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Elijah Ponder crossed the line early.
Yeah, definitely early off the snap. And Dormady, with this half slide, half dive thing that he's doing, that was the same thing he did going into the end zone, which, you know, Dean Blandino thought, you know, that would be a touchdown, but he's sort of in between on that slide and the dive.
In fact, it would have been a touchdown. Orlando at least one first down every possession. Joseph for tackle after a 3-yard gain against Darrington. Second down and 7. Guardians in search of their first win. Seattle's won 3 straight. Week 6 of the XFL starting right now. We've got another game today, 2 more tomorrow coming up. Going into Monday, I should say, the game everybody geared up for.
Michelle.
Second down, Dormady after the wind up has enough to move the chains. Andrew Jamil just checked in on this drive. Now in plus territory for the Guardians.
Nice and right. Is any headset working? Because apparently.
From the 41. Jump cut, crossing the 40. Another 3-yard gain. Hicks bring down Darrington. Joe, it's starting to feel like Orlando is figuring something out.
Right, Exxon. Dose right, scat right, Exxon.
Scat right. David.
David, touch.
Time look for Seattle. 7th play of the drive. Dormady off the back foot. Williams makes a man miss. Shoved out of bounds, crossing the 30. Antoine Brooks stopped that play, but after a gain of 12, Orlando on the move again, and Shane Matthews calling the plays.
Give me tank right, bunch, Z sword, Charlie 3 peeler. Tank right, bunch, Z cell, Charlie 3 peeler.
Bunch. Hey, Dan. Bunch. Tell him what he's got. We gotta go.
Play clock winding down. Rambo in motion. All afternoon for Dormady. He'll buy some time. The dump off is there. Latimer upended, crossing the 15 and up for a first down after a gain of 12.
Yeah, standing in the box here, plenty of time. You could hear when the play call comes in, and sometimes your offense coordinator will mess up a word in that play call, and your quarterback is good enough. He knows what the play should be, and he'll call it correctly for the offense.
Well, that's just what happened. Martin bounces this one outside, retreats in, makes something out of nothing. Inside the 10, that's a gain of almost 8. The tackle by
Bison
Brooks.
left, Z now. Throw it out there. Let's go. Hurry up. Bison left, Z now.
Now you can see the offense can get into that fast pace now that they have the comms up and they're ready to roll. They can get back to this fast-paced offense.
Martin straight ahead, weaving. 5-yard line will be a first down. He's right there. Foul you with the tackle. Mark him just shy.
Hey, dose left, QB sneak. Dose left, QB sneak on the ball. Let's go. Dose left, QB sneak. On the ball. Let's go.
Dose left. Go out there. Michelle.
Dormady dives across the line, was shoved by Darrington. It should be enough for a first down. Play number 11, it'll be first and goal for Orlando.
I want to go tank left bunch, Z soar, F counter right. Tank left bunch, Z soar, F counter right.
F counter right. I want ready.
Darrington towards the end zone. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Orlando. And from 3 yards out, the Guardians grab the lead. And now the decision to go for 1, 2, or 3. We'll spot the ball at the 2.
Tank left bunch. Z-Sor counter right. Put the back on the other side this time.
Ready? On the other side.
Put the back on the other side.
You got motion coming.
David.
Guardians election to go for the 1. Inside handoff. Darlington smashing across. 10-6, Orlando out in front. After a 12-play, 65-yard drive, Joey. 5 first downs. That looked impressive.
Yeah, this Orlando offense has been moving the ball but not finding a way to get into the end zone. This is a great drive. 12 plays, 65 yards, 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Those are the kind of drives that give you momentum, let your defense rest. In this kind of heat, and your defense gets to sit on the sideline and watch you drive the ball for almost 6 minutes. That's huge.
Down to Tiffany.
Hey, guys, with Devin Darrington, and you just told me you guys went back to the same play. Why were you so confident in it?
I just believe in my line. Them boys been opening up holes all week. I know they're going to do it in game time, so when it's time to show out, we just did what we needed to do.
When you first got the touchdown, you spiked that ball with authority. How good did it feel?
I feel great. It's always good to score. Look, I don't play about this game. I love this game. I love my boys. But we're going to do what we need to do.
Thanks. Catch your breath.
Big-time playmaker. Orlando with the advantage. 2:16 to go here in our second quarter. Well, the action picking up here at the end of the half. Kelvin McKnight has been electric for Seattle so far. Well, he's been explosive again. 2 returns of over 40 yards. This one close, sent out near the 45 by Kimmel. So a return that time of 33 yards, Joey.
Yeah, and the special teams are not making it easy on this Orlando defense. Is playing really good football in this game. Once again, the ability to jump outside. You could misdirection on a return, jump to the other side, and just outrun those guys to the sideline. It's huge for your offense. This is the 3rd big play, special teams-wise. Now can they get their offense going? The offense that we know is one of the best in the XFL.
Let's go!
Sea Dragons with their full complement of timeouts. Time for DiNucci. Double coverage and a late toss.
They're going to get one eventually. Eventually, they have to get one. That was like their 4th chance to make a huge play. This defense is playing with tremendous confidence right now. And this would happen. You see something on film, you're like, I think we can make some plays on the back end, and they're playing like it.
2-minute warning. Seattle football when we return. Offensively, Guardians 156 total yards. Devin Darrington has been a difference maker on the ground. Orlando in search of victory number 1.
591 on 2, ready. Yeah. Take go.
Second down and 10. DiNucci sidesteps a defender. Another dangerous toss. It'll be 3rd down. 2 penalty markers come in late.
Milton.
Blake Jackson defended by Ty Smith.
Pass interference. Defense number 27. Penalties at 1st down, spotted foul.
That, in fact, was Smith, who played his college ball at Towson.
I think you take if you're a defensive coordinator, you take this play. That is a great break. Unfortunate angle, gets the pass interference. But Ty Smith, you love the aggressiveness. You love that they're in position. You love the fact that they're around the ball.
5th penalty called against the Guardians. DiNucci will buy a little extra. Got to the edge. Had something to say on the run. The burst of speed as he's skirted by Gerald Willis.
You're not getting me.
like Galloway on the deep ball back in the day.
Yeah, but he just ran out of bounds out of turn the corner. But it is great, like in play, you get to hear these guys talking while being chased.
A little high step at the end for DiNucci. Empty backfield will take off again, this time for a first down and a lot more. DiNucci into the red zone, upended at the 15. Big time block at right side with Thomas and Owens, a gain of 24.
First timeout of the half. Seattle. Timeout on the field.
And the timeout called as we step aside. Ben DiNucci has something to say and has been impressive through the air and on the ground. Seattle on the move here in Orlando when we come back. Gloria Stadium, play a little soccer with Camping World off in the distance. 4-point lead for the home team, but Seattle on the move. Beautiful summer-like day.
That's the view from the hotel. Did you walk to the stadium? We're pretty close.
We were pretty close, but I did not walk.
You didn't walk, huh?
I did not. Did you?
No. Eric McLean was complaining about the heat, so we drove.
He's still complaining.
Yeah, he's still complaining.
Joey Galloway, Roy Philpott with Tiffany Blackman and Eric McLean. It's been an exciting first half. The tempo, the pace, and the scoring has picked up in our second quarter.
Set go!
Last play, the longest of the game for Seattle. DiNucci running for 24. Back corner of the end zone here and incomplete. Veazey, the intended target. DiNucci didn't like the timeout, by the way.
Why are we calling a timeout? I don't know. Why? Why? Too much time!
Giving them time to score.
Joey? He added a little bit to that afterwards. But, I mean, those are the situations when you have a quarterback. He had just made 2 big runs, got some momentum, and was hoping to keep that going. Keep the defense active, don't give him a chance to breathe, and there's a lot of time on the clock, so why stop it there?
The backfield, 2nd and 10. DiNucci quickly in the flats. Green slides out of bounds short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and short.
Hey, we coming, all right? So look, all right? We got odd.
X slant lightning.
1, odd blast cover 1. Blast cover 1. Blast cover 1. It's empty. Lock up. Shoot, get outside. Hey, go. Buzz. Buzz it.
Play clock. DiNucci had a man in the flats for a moment. Retreats, back foot, heave, intercepted, and there it is. Najim Hussein, the pick, and the first turnover forced by the Orlando defense since way back in week 1.
Buckley and Carter are saying, thank goodness. Finally, we picked one of these balls off their 3rd interception on the season, and a huge one in the end zone, stopping a drive by Seattle.
Joe, it should have happened the previous possession against the Sea Dragons. The pick was dropped on the other side of the end zone, not this time. The pressure by Mapunga.
Yeah, and that time, DiNucci couldn't outrun Mapunga on the outside. We see him do it on the left side. That time he couldn't get outside. He kept him in the pocket and made the play. There's a chance for an interception. This is later breaking underneath the corner route. Another ball, hand on the ball. There's one that absolutely should have been intercepted. Another ball thrown, Aaron, in the back of this defense. This defense has played well. I've been impressed by what this defense has done. Seattle's had the ball in the plus territory because of special teams. They've held them to field goals, and now they finally come up with their 3rd interception on the season.
Yeah, the special teams for Seattle have been a big-time difference maker, but Orlando's defense, 3 situations, has been significant. Tiffany?
Guys, and with the playmaker, Najim Hussein, on the interception, they had some time on the offense. How were you able to put yourself in position?
It was just a good job of our D-line. Continue to pursue. Made it difficult on the quarterback. And I was just in the right place at the right time. Shout out to the rest of the defense and the coaching call. So it's just me doing my job, making the play that came to me.
Catch your breath. Thank you.
Boy, he's fresh off the field.
I would not have been great with this kind of access. When I come off the field, if you want to talk to me, you got to wait. I got to go catch my breath and get something to drink. I mean, we're right there. These players, you know, it's great for these guys to understand that and come talk even though they're tired.
Martin, the running back, 3rd down and short. He has enough for the 1st down. Drive continues for Orlando, trying to increase its lead here at the end of the half.
Ghost right, ghost right. Scout right, X on. Scout right, scout right, scout right, X on, X on. Michelle.
Movement. That'll back him up 5. And again, penalties an issue for Orlando up front. Be the 6th infraction of the day. This one on Storment.
False start. 72 the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
So
Orlando would like to use a timeout.
Let's go dose right Seattle, ace right Seattle. Remember your check down. Tell the back to get out and check it down.
Right Seattle. Hey, get out.
Hey, yeah, Seattle. Yeah. Listen, X. Huddle up, huddle up, huddle up.
Huddle, huddle.
As a receiver, I used to hate when they would say, remember your check down. No, don't remember your check down.
You don't want that.
But tell your back, if he doesn't have anybody, get his ass out, man. There's all kinds of green grass.
Hey, we're going X and Z stops. Let's go. Twins right, ace right. Seattle, X and Z stops.
Orlando with 2 timeouts left. Seattle with 2.
You got over the ball. Where's he? No, double. Yeah, dose. David. Side. Easy. All right, here we go.
1st and 15.
Michelle.
Good on their last 2 drives. Stormity off the back foot and out of bounds. There is a penalty marker at the 40. It was Rambo, the intended receiver. The coverage by Chris Payton-Jones. Dormany got popped.
Pass interference. The 33 of the defense. Penalty is a 1st down at the spot of the foul.
Elijah Holder. Penalty should have been called on Chris Payton-Jones. It's a net of 20 favor of the Guardians. We're going to shift it back 5 yards. 10th 1st down of the half for Orlando.
Scout left. Are we good? Here we go. Michelle. Touch.
Mark picks up the pressure. Pass incomplete, looking for Dan Williams III. Who's behind him, Jones in coverage.
Man, give me show.
Hey, here we go. Let's go. Twins left. Listen, twins left, scat left, Cancun. Cody, run right through the safety. I got it, Cody. Play the left side.
Michelle. Touch.
Now Cody Latimer. Number 11, the tight end, passes incomplete, looking for Rambo and over his head.
Empty, coach. All right, let the bulldog. Empty right, gone right, double smash.
Empty right, gone right, double smash, last spot. Gone right.
This smash route is usually 2 corners by the inside route, and then a hitch, maybe an out, maybe an in by the underneath route, which would be about 5 yards.
They're down in 10. Dormany, Rambo, ushered out of the 40.
He missed the corner route by Eli Rogers down the numbers.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, go hard count. Make him jump.
Empty left, gone left, double smash, wide spot on 2. Hard count. Receivers do not move. Hard count.
There it is. They jumped on 4th and 4. Ponder crossed the line first.
Not blow it.
Okay, I have one on 11 also. 72. False start. 72 the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 4-10.
Second penalty on this drive called against T.J. Storment. I thought the defense jumped first.
I thought they did too. But you have one challenge. Now this is the play I think Eli Rogers is going to break down the numbers. He's by himself. Man, it's a chance to miss that a big play for Orlando.
McKnight back deep. And watch that punt sail into the end zone. I would like to check in with Dean Blandino back at the XFL Command Center on that last sequence to see what his thoughts were. Dean, it felt like from our perspective the defense jumped across first.
So the defense did jump on the left side of the defensive line. They actually had the left tackle with the false start first, and the defenders in front of him did not break the neutral zone. So they're only protected is if you have a player jumping into the neutral zone, then that offensive player would be protected from a false start. But it was actually on the other side of the defensive line that jumped in first.
Great perspective. Well, Terrell Buckley
it looked like they moved on both sides.
25 seconds.
I mean, I know Dean has more looks than I have and more technology than I have, but to my naked eye, it looked like they jumped on both sides.
Thank you.
We actually screwed them, but because they.
So what you got, Tampa?
Well, missed opportunity for Orlando. That previous play. Seattle get it back. 20 seconds remaining. Green with the reception on Ty Smith, a gain of 6. Hey, Joe, you called it. They had a wide open receiver deep down the field.
Missed a wide open receiver. Then they get a first down on an offsides, which is then turn into a false start. I mean, those are the things that happen when you're in one of these seasons. When you're 0-5, those are the kind of things that happen.
2 of the last 3 have been 1 possession losses for the Guardians. DiNucci sidestepped one potential tackler. And pass will be caught by Green up near midfield. That's a gain of 10.
Tampa think.
Well, Nick Coe probably should have had the sack.
Tampa think. Everybody think.
80C9. Wide choice special. Choice special on the backside.
Ready. 80.
We got 2 timeouts left.
Let go.
DiNucci 6 of 16 through the air. Leading pass in the XFL. We'll check it down to Jackson. That's a first down ahead of the 36 and a quick timeout.
Timeout. Yes, timeout.
Second timeout of the half. Seattle. 30 seconds in duration.
Would be about a 54-yard field goal attempt from here.
JG. Yes. Come on, bro, let's go. Here we go. Shrimp pack. Get down, catch the ball.
They're going to kick the field goal after a brief deliberation. Dominic Eberle hit a 37-yarder earlier today. That is his longest of the season. Played in 4 games with the Falcons in the NFL. This attempt inside the left hash from 54. Certainly has the leg. Only 1 miss this year. On the way, and it is good. So Seattle with a field goal at the horn to make it a 1-point game. second remaining here in our first half. Joey, how you feeling about that over-under now?
Not great, but, you know, like I said, I expect these offenses to be better in the second in the second half, third quarter, fourth. You got a lot of time left, but not great. A lot of field goals.
A huge half for Seattle.
Yes, sir. Good hit. Good hit.
And DiNucci, Joey, just 6 of 16, but you have the 3 field goals, including the 54-yarder by Eberle, and also the 3 long returns.
Yeah, I think the long returns have been the key for this Seattle offense, which hasn't really gotten on track. It started off slow, and honestly, Orlando's defense, having held them to 9 points so far, it's great defense.
See that jump, man.
The Guardians.
Film off the board.
Terrell Buckley will have the advantage at halftime, barring something very strange. First time this year that has occurred, and that kickoff out of bounds.
35, right? 35-yard line? 35-yard line, yeah. Oh, 45, that's right, 45. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. The ball will be placed 15 yards from the spot of the kick. First down, Orlando.
Joey, you taking a shot here now that you got the ball to 45, maybe?
Yeah, I'm absolutely taking a shot here. Throw one up.
Come on, Jose.
Let's see if we can either make a play or get a pass interference call down closer near the goal line.
You got big Cody Latimer. Those huge mitts. Well, kickoff out of bounds in the XFL, one of the worst penalties that you can be dealt. And a timeout. Give Orlando a chance to talk things over. A strategy.
Hey, can we, well, I ain't got my headphones on. Can you get it there? Let me see that.
I mean, I can get it there.
Hey, Shane, let's just throw that little underpass, run a draw. What do we have? What is that called?
We gotta go.
Nah. X block. X block.
Okay, Twins right. Y'all need to tell Dan what to do. Twins right, X box. Twins right, scat right, X box.
Split down, you're running a shallow under.
Somebody needs to tell Dan what to do.
Blocking on the other side for you, okay? No, not that quick, not that quick. Go ace right, go ace right, go ace right. Solid, okay?
To back on the other side.
Come on this side. Come over here.
Michelle.
7 DBs on the field. Dormany take the underneath route to Dan Williams. No penalty, and that will do it for our first half. Ferris ushered him out. And Orlando with its first lead at halftime this season. The Guardians have been playing better as of late. We've seen that in our first 2 quarters so far this hot Saturday afternoon.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Orlando 10, Seattle 9. We'll be back with our halftime coverage here at Camping World Stadium right after these messages.
Orlando's looked like the better football team outside of the penalties. They have the 7 penalties, which has been an issue for Orlando all season long. But so far in this first half, Orlando's put themselves in a position to not just have the lead, but look like the better team. And they had a chance to create 4 turnovers. They finally got 1.
Joey Galloway, Roy Philpott. So Orlando, in 2 of their last 3 losses, they've been 1-possession games. So they've been close. As a former pro athlete, it's hard to get over the hurdle that first time when you're struggling, right?
Yeah, and it's typical when you have penalties and when you put yourselves in those situations where you can't get key first downs. Yeah, it's the pre-snap penalties, put them in 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs, has been the reason they can't get a win. But they do have the lead. Can they find a way to finish this off in the second half?
Kickoff target zone between the goal line and the 20. Orlando will get the football to start our second half. Justin Rogers inside his own 15, and he'll bring it out to the 25. 15-yard return. Finch the tackle. Quentin Dormany got the start. Former standout for Tennessee, Central Michigan, a cup of coffee with Houston. Numbers so far have been solid, and he hasn't turned it over, Joey. That's probably as big as anything.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They just got to get this offense moving, get some points on the board, score some touchdowns, giving themselves a chance to win.
10-9, third quarter underway. 95 degrees almost here, Camping World Stadium. Devin Darrington had the touchdown in the first half. Jermaine Martin gets the start of the backfield in the second. Try to bounce it outside. Can't get to the edge. Driven down at the 25. The TFL by Clarence Hicks. Orlando in search of that first win.
F spot. Corner. Deuce Knoxville. Dan, you got a curl. Rambo, you got the flat.
Out in the flats. Rambo tried to make one defender miss. That was Chris Peyton-Jones. He could not. Short gain of 2, and quickly it's third down.
Outstanding tackle by Peyton-Jones, coming up, keeping that to a short gain, setting up a third long, but way to come up and make a play.
Righty, last spot. Righty, last spot. Yep.
Empty backfield. Dormady steps up. Dormady takes off. Dormady has the first down and a little bit more. The slide across the 42. A gain of 15, and the drive stays alive for the Guardians.
Great play by Dormady. There's good coverage on the back end. Nothing open, but great. Look at the offensive line work. They're giving him enough time in the pocket. This is, I believe, their second time all season long. They've had the same starting offensive line, and these guys are playing well today.
There you go. Yes.
How about the Guardians? No 3 and outs today, Joey. That's progress.
Michelle.
Rambo in motion. Straight ahead. Quality pickup on the ground. A 6-yard gain. Cole the tackle.
Charlie 2 Peeler. Tank Charlie 2 Peeler. Cody, 2-point stance right there. 2-point stance. Who is that? Is that Cody? Logan, you got the wheel route.
Michelle.
Logan Carter, the backup tight end, on the wheel, was open. Instead, they'll check it down to Martin. Martin's been featured on this drive. He'll stay in bounds. Pushing ahead, out of bounds towards the 41. Well, Ferris on the wrong end of that delivery. And Martin with a full head of steam.
How good is it for your coordinator to be able to tell guys, hey, you got the wheel, you got this route, you line up over here. That access, let these guys talk up until the play is run, is terrific for the coordinator to communicate to each one of these guys and tell them what they have to do.
Well, Martin using his 215-pound frame. Give way to Devin Darrington again, who scored the only touchdown of the game. Play fake, Dormady, driven down in midfield. Zafir Kelly, the sack. And Darrington, that time, Joey, missed the block.
Yeah, he's a little too flat, close to the line of scrimmage with the play fake. Doesn't have his eyes outside. You'll see a lot of times where a running back will just skip the play fake. When they see their guy coming that they have to pick up, this time he carries out that play fake and just misses his blitzing linebacker that he's responsible for.
Dan, get wider.
Kelly, the standout at SC State. Loss of 8. Played handoff. Darrington goes down again, and Kelly makes another play. It's a loss of 3 more.
That's a tough call on second and long after taking a sack. You know, I would like to put the ball in Dormady's hands. He's proven to be, these past couple weeks, a quarterback that can handle it. Let him make the plays.
Promising drive.
Empty right. Seattle F jerk. Just be smart with it. Seattle F jerk.
We gotta go. Good. Yeah. F. 180. Like that.
Big snap for Dormady. Underneath. Head to the 40 and back close to the original line of scrimmage for Eli Rogers. So a gain of 12. Decision time for Terrell Buckley.
The same thing happened in practice. That's the exact same stuff happened in practice. Come off the edge, got free, and they get it. Same stuff. But at some point, we got to do something to make sure that don't happen, right?
I didn't even see it.
Okay, what happened?
Mac Brown to punt. McKnight to return. Fake the fair catch. Checks up into the end zone off the carry. Seattle gets the football back when we return on a hot afternoon. It feels like summer here in O-Town. It feels more like 94 with that sun bearing down on us, the lack of a breeze. Joey Galloway, Roy Philpott, we are comfortable in the booth. A different story for our guy, Eric McLean. I'm not even sure what kind of hat that is, Big Mac.
This is not a hat. It's the only thing I could find down here. I don't know what's going on, but this is supposed to be a cold rag. I'm just trying not to get head cancer. I think that's a thing.
Well, you're doing a great job of at least trying to stay cool. Seattle gets it back, passing the flats incomplete, looking for Bradwell. I think Tiffany's okay, right, Joey?
I'm calm, cool, and collected, guys. I don't know what's up with E over there. He can't hang down here. It's pretty sad.
McLean used to play football. That's the crazy part.
Joey, what did we wear in football? Helmets. I don't have hair, bro.
Get a
Tiffany's
helmet.
over there with like the thickest hair I've ever seen.
My hair's black, jet black.
Exactly. Sun doesn't come through it.
Oh, come on.
It's a good science lesson
comes
right
to
now.
it. Let go.
The flip side of that hat is a bright orange. 2nd and 10. Handoff left side. Bradwell's got a first down and a big play for Seattle in the plus territory. Gain of 18 yards. Great blocking on the left side. It was Barry Wesley that led the charge. Paul Gratton as well.
And the momentum is with Seattle right now. At the end of the half, they got that field goal, as well as Orlando has played in that first half. They still gave up the field goal at the end, and now Seattle has the ball back. These are those moments in the games that matter so much. Who can maintain the momentum?
Bradwell again. He has the hot hand. An offensive line opening holes close to another first down.
Guardian.
Trips left.
Hey, we got over Inburn 3 State. Over Inburn 3 State.
Trips left. 580 Nebraska. Z-Pump XD.
Disguise.
Let's go.
DiNucci retreating, heaving one deep. Man-to-man coverage. Penalty marker flies. It was Veazey again. This time, Shaq Wiggins was on top of him.
Pass interference for 21 of the defense. Penalty is a first down at the spot of the foul.
Wiggins played his college ball at Tennessee. Too handsy that time. The deep route by Jordan Veazey.
Yeah, he knew he was beat, and then he just made a decision. I'm going to grab on as opposed to give up the big play, maybe a touchdown. It's the stop and go, and these guys on the defensive secondary for Orlando have been very aggressive in this game. So it's a great play call by Seattle. Let's go stop and go and see if we can get a penalty.
Moving quickly, inside give. This time bottled up, and Bradwell stopped at the line for no gain. It was Trayvon Sanders in there first.
Let's go.
Halfway through a scoreless third quarter. Comebacker to Veazey. Wiggins this time no contact, incomplete.
DiNucci's been a little off in this game. Not the passing offense that we've seen through the first 5 weeks of the season. They've been a little off, just 40% completions in this game, and they're so much better than that. Not sure if it could be the Heat. It could be the Heat. They're coming down from, they're in Arlington right now where they practice, but they come over here on the hottest day that we've had so far, and it could be the Heat affecting this offensive pass. Like their scheme, everything looks a little off.
Third down and 10. DiNucci steps up, fires a strike into the end zone for the touchdown. Blake Jackson hauls it in.
Just as I said, they looked a little off. That's the DiNucci we've seen all season long right there. Great throw, great play call, great catch on the back end by Jackson.
Sit and drop 8 every damn play. 2. Where's the ball?
Sea Dragons will go for 2.
881. X return. I got choice special.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 881 on 2. Ready.
Spotted from the 5.
881. Here we go. That goes.
The 10th touchdown strike of the year for DiNucci. All afternoon to survey again. Off the back foot, and it's caught. Ja'Cour Pearson leads the XFL in receiving yards and receptions. Finally gets a touch, and it counts for 2.
Great coverage initially on the back end, but DiNucci just too much time in the pocket to look at this defense and finally finds a way to get this ball to him as he's falling away.
Right in the seam, delivered a strike.
How about that window right over the linebacker between the safety in front of the corner? It's a great throw. And then on this play, you have to find a way to get pressure. The rushing 3, sitting back, 8 guys in coverage. It's just too much time for DiNucci.
Down to Eric.
Hey, just great momentum right there, getting in the end zone, getting the lead for your team. You said it was just a simple seam route, middle of the field. What'd you see from the defense?
I seen they went too high. Safety got outside of me, so I just showed them like I was going to corner, hit my plant, went inside, and didn't have to do too much, and just catch the ball.
It felt like there was a little bit of relief there with you guys getting in the zone. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. You know, it's great as for a team for us to get that momentum-wise. You know, we're away, facing a little bit of adversity, but you know, we're together, and we're gonna stay together throughout this whole game.
Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Played quarterback in college for a brief period. His 2nd touchdown reception of the season. This one now gives Seattle a 7-point lead. Here's Justin Rogers from the 5. Tripped up crossing the 25 by Cole. Now make sure you don't miss any episode of the 9-part docu-series Player 54 Chasing the XFL Dream. Episode 5 debuts Thursday, 3:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Also available to stream immediately following on ESPN+. Episodes 1 through 4 also available on Hulu and ESPN+ right now. Week 6 starting with this game in Orlando. The standings, Sea Dragons at 3-2. They've won 3 straight. Guardians in search of that first victory. They've been close. We got some fans that made the trip down, Joey.
Yeah, and they don't mind this heat out here. Maybe that's the hat that Eric McLean needs right there. Get him that Sea Dragons, that big orange hat. Because it's it.
I love it. Dormany loves this play. The rolling out to the right. Bootleg out to the 40. And a gain of 14, a first down for Orlando.
Yeah, now we're at 27 points. And if you had the initial 43 number at the over-under, you're feeling a little better. The score is picked up. But if you got in at the 36.5, you're feeling really good right now.
I love the update on the over-under, the total. Using tempo, Latimer eludes one defender into plus territory. Close to another first down. So Cody Latimer getting involved in the passing game.
You see this cut block out wide. In this league, you have a 5-yard box, and you can still go down and cut. That's different rules than you see in the NFL, and you see how effective that cut block is. Guys aren't used to seeing it.
Hey, Joey, were you a guy that went up top, or were you cutting guys like that?
I was a guy that would just run my guy off. I don't want to hit the ground. I don't want to get dirty. I'm just going to run my guy off. He doesn't know if it's a pass or a run.
After the first down by Martin, drive continues for Orlando, trailing by 7. Evan Darrington now the running back, scored a touchdown in the first half. This one floated out of bounds. Looking at Rogers, incomplete. Cole was in coverage. I remember your career. I just thought about the flyer, man. You could always take the top off a defense.
Yeah, that's the thing is you can run the defender off. It's as good as blocking him.
Michelle.
Jermaine Martin just went into the tent for Orlando. It's Crosser. Dan Williams stays alive. Dan Williams makes something out of nothing. Be a gain of 4. Well, Bryce Thompson missed the tackle. Otherwise, that play is halted dead in its tracks.
Orlando, much better job on that play, picking up the blitz,
left,
giving the quarterback a chance to get the ball out.
Right. Trips left.
Trips
kick
left.
Right.
Kick right. Kick right.
Twins,
kick right.
twins left.
Twins left.
Back on that side.
Hey, come over here. Come over here. He wants on this side. David. White 80.
Third down handoff. Darrington picks up a first down and a lot more. There he goes. Darrington to the house. All right. 43 yards on 3rd down and 6. The second score of the game for Devin Darrington. One-point game. Orlando will go for the tie.
Double left. Charlie 3.
Jamal, you got the pick.
They moved it to the 5. They'll go for 2.
Michelle.
Dormady, blitz, pressure, middle screen, no. And the ball came loose. Lelos takes it all the way back to the 23. The touchdown makes it a 1-point affair.
How about the blocking up front? Good run up the middle, make a guy miss, and then run through 2 guys. Get your team in position to stay in this game.
Welcome back to Orlando. The Guardians is trailing by 1. I'm here with head coach Terrell Buckley. And Coach, you decided to go for 2 after that touchdown. What was behind the decision?
Trying numbers games, trying to get up, and then we might need a field goal. We got the win right now. You get up 4, then that turns into 11. Remember, they can get 9 points in a heartbeat.
Coach, it seems like you guys are right there, almost regaining that momentum. How do you fully get it back now?
Make a stop here, make them punt, go in and punch it in, we get it back.
Thanks, Coach.
Tiffany, thank you. Sea Dragons will get it back. It was an interesting decision to go for 2 in the lead from the 5-yard line as opposed to the 1-point conversion from the 2. Kelvin McKnight must see TV today. This time brought down to the 20. All access with Coach Buckley, keeping his team in it.
Orlando Guardians! Let's go! Hold it! Hold it! Yeah! There it is! Make a miss! Make a miss! Yeah! He's getting it to you right now. Take your time with him, right? You don't have to rush that. You rush, you're going to run to him. Yeah. Let's go, D. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. They don't score, we win.
Was a false start on the kickoff team. Flag comes in late, and the penalty yardage now added to that return. Spotted at the 26. Joey Galloway, Roy Philpott, Eric McLean, Tiffany Blackman in Orlando.
JG.
So off the penalty, Joey, they'll make them re-kick to try to get better field position.
That makes sense. That makes sense. The return game's been really good in this game. 2 times across the 50-yard line. It makes sense. That's been the best phase of the game for Seattle is their special team. So it makes sense to get another return.
We'll do that all over again. A 1-point contest. Coach Buckley trying to press those right buttons.
Run by him. I got it. No, come on. Just one. Give you a break. Come on. Hey, we need. Hey. Come on, man. I got it. Go get Cole. Go get Cole. Go get Cole. Cole, go get Cole. Run by him. Go keep it contained.
Target zone remains the same even with the 5-yard penalty. The kickoff coming now from the 25. Dangerous Kelvin McKnight. Numbers 11. Shifty. Nice maneuver ahead to the 30. Return of 19. Tackled by Gimmel once again. Quentin Dormity's had a solid afternoon.
I don't know if it is.
Joe, it feels like Ben DiNucci's getting better.
Yeah, they're starting to get into a rhythm, but I'm impressed by Quentin Dormity from what he did coming off the bench last week. And in this game, when they have 293 rushing, they have 293 total yards, 142 pass, 151 rush. Amazingly balanced by this Orlando offense.
Injured player. It's Lee. Mike Lee quickly to his feet. There's 300 total tackles during his KU career. Sea Dragons a 1-point lead. A lot of time left in this.
Here we go. 91 on 2. Ready.
It's the 4-man front. Brownwell, the running back, wide open in check down mode. The pass deflected off the Carom. It's Blake Jackson that couldn't grab it. Smith.
There's OO personnel. They're going to come out and empty. Hey, we're going Falcon Blitz. Falcon Blitz. Falcon, Falcon, Falcon. Falcon, Falcon, Falcon.
No, let's go prop over there, 4. Let's go prop, 880 prop. You got it, Z? Okay, prop. And we got wide.
Empty backfield. DiNucci flings it. Passes caught. Green. First down and then some. Juwan Green plus territory. A gain of 23 yards through the air. DiNucci fired a strike under duress.
Orlando sent a blitz, and they're 7th in the league in sacking the quarterback. So if they're going to get pressure, they need to send blitzes. But if you do that, it's man-to-man on the backside. One guy misses, it's a big play.
Longest pass play of the game for Seattle.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ty Smith slow to get up.
Dog. Here we go. 861 on 2. Ready.
DiNucci across the middle, incomplete. Green. Probably should have reeled that one in. A lot of traffic in front of him.
Yeah, a little behind, but definitely a catchable ball. And DiNucci does a nice job of finding that hole in the zone by Orlando. This needs to be a completion.
Take what they give you. Trips left up, 861 Houston Scissors. D's on the backside.
Here we go. 861
D's
on 2. Ready. 861. We're good for. Yep. Let go.
Second down. Buchanan replaces Smith on defense. DiNucci. That's a strike and a first down. Blake Jackson inside the 30. And he toasted Justin Rogers for a gain of 18.
And Orlando's just in a situation they got to decide whether we're going to go after the quarterback, try to sit back in zone. And this time, DiNucci, with time in the pocket, takes a look and hits this corner route. Guy underneath, go over top. It's just a great throw.
60 on 2. Ready.
Big game for Jackson.
Let go.
Josh Gordon back on the field. Sent down to Pearson. His second catch. Tackled at the line, and that's it. Oh, Gimmel sniffed that one out.
Trips left up. 861 dog. And I got cube on the backside.
861 on
861 dog, and I got cube on the backside. Should have the
And the run and shoot, known for passing. They pass on every play on this drive. DiNucci, Pearson. For 24, and that's it. 4-yard gain. Starting to hear and see more of Ja'Cour Pearson.
860 on 2, ready.
And if you don't think...
Another pass play, DiNucci, near side, VZ, first down. So on 3rd down and 4, VZ tumbles across the 10. We'll rule him out near the 11.
Orlando right now content to sit back in this zone. And if they do that, they have to find a way to either get pressure or they're going to have to be more aggressive. Hey, me and Coach Buckley thinking the same. Yeah, if you're going to sit back in this zone, you got to be more aggressive like they were in the first half. In the first half, I was impressed by how aggressive their corners were, their safeties were, in breaking up passes. Now they seem like they're sitting back in a little softer type of zone.
That was amazing. You said the A word at the same time Coach Buckley did. DiNucci will take off. Stopped at the 8 by Patton.
As former athletes think alike. You got to come up.
Sea Dragons on the move here at the end of the 3rd. Let's see if they run another play. And they will not. Entertaining 3rd quarter in the books. A 1-point game with 15 minutes to go in Orlando. Touchdown, the Sea Dragons. ABC's presentation of the XFL will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
You're sitting at 33 points. If you got the first over, which was 43, or the second over, it was 36.5. You're feeling pretty good about where you're standing.
You didn't like it in the first half. You like it though now.
I was a little nervous in that first quarter when there's only 3 points scored.
Monday.
Certainly understand that. Sea Dragons on the move. Bradwell, deep handoff. No real estate available. Shoved backwards rather at the 10, and a loss of 1. Patton met him behind the line.
Really slow developing play.
C bunch right, 60 C mesh H corner. Going into this. Yeah, go left then. 61.
Z bunch left. Z bunch left.
X bunch. X bunch. 61 mesh. X mesh. H.
Ready. Let's go. 61. Here we go. Let's go. We gotta go.
DiNucci has 4 straight completions of 5 yards, 7 yards, 5 yards, 9 yards. They have to be aggressive here on defense.
Josh Gordon without a catch so far today. Time for DiNucci. All afternoon. Does he want to take off? No. Floats it to the corner and incomplete. Green, the intended receiver. There were 2 Orlando Guardian defenders in the area. Buchanan was a part of that mix. Now, Seattle scored on 4 of its last 6 possessions. No red zone touchdowns yet.
I couldn't tell if one of these defenders gets a hand on this ball, but DiNucci staying alive. They're rushing 3. You have time. If they didn't get a hand on it, they should have. There's a lot of defensive hands up there. And once again, on the back end of coverage, really good by Orlando.
Eberle, 27-yard field goal, bangs it through with ease. (20-16) our score. Well, every week we do the way to Galloway. And right here, the Citrus Bowl, 1995, the speedster. About 2 touchdown grabs. That long one from 69 yards out. And it feels like, Joey, that maybe you could still do that today. Call me crazy, but still very well constructed, right? You could pull it off.
I would be good until someone tackled me. And then at that point, I don't know how good I'd be. I'd be like McClain down there with a orange beanie on my head. But when I found I was coming to Orlando, coming to this stadium, thought back to some good times. That was unfortunate we lost the game, but it was fun. It was a great matchup, and I had a chance to get in the end zone a couple times.
I just remember your speed. I knew that if you got a step, you were taking it to the house.
Yeah, I still have the speed. The speed is still there. I just don't know that I want to get tackled again. And the half shirt, back in that, man, those were fun days right there. That's a good time.
That was the look. That was the look. Celebratory action there at the end. Rogers, the spin. I think Big Mac, you've got a question?
Yeah. Hey, Joey, was this the best bowl game you played in? Citrus Bowl?
Unfortunately.
Was it really?
Well, back in that day, all the bowl games were still very important bowl games. They were great matchups.
I mean, what are you saying? I played 3 Orange Bowls, a national championship.
Yeah, no, nowadays you young whippersnappers are playing in an era of the playoff matters, and then the other games are sort of just there.
So you played like the little brother of the Orange Bowl. That's cool.
Basically, but I enjoyed myself, and we got great gifts, and that's what matters.
The real question is, how is McClain still not sweating? I'm unsure of how that's going down.
Oh, he's sweating.
Don't tell anybody.
Dormady under duress. The dump off is there to Cody Latimer. And a big play with a penalty marker down at the 5.
Referee has roughing the passer. We're going to attack that. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 2, the defense. This 15-yard penalty be added to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
30 yards plus 15 with the infraction, Joey.
This is a big answer by Orlando. Man, that is a bang call on hitting the quarterback, but Dormady does a terrific job rolling out, seeing the pressure, and getting this ball out of his hands.
Juan Brooks and crashing in. That could show sportsmanship there.
Yeah, these guys got to go get on the same airplane going back. That's what's interesting about this league is these guys go get on the same airplane and fly back together. So all the chippiness you see during the game, they have to get rid of that and then go get on the plane together.
Could you imagine Ohio State and Michigan doing the same thing?
Never.
In the flats, incomplete. Logan Carter with a drop.
Twins right, motion, Bison right. Twins right, motion, Bison right. X now. X now. Hey, you got me digging it? X now. Hey, if you like it now, just fire it out there.
Now it's just a stop, one step back. If it's there, if the coverage is soft enough to just fire it out there, try to get 5-6 yards.
Martin, the running back, will fake the handoff. Dan Williams, the third outside, dragging a defender. And that was Ferris that went for a brief ride.
No, I'll make that decision.
6-yard gain.
Let's go twins right, twins right, twins right, twins right, Seattle F curl, twins right, Seattle F curl, ace right, ace right.
Third and 4, Dormady floats it, Latimer, incomplete, double coverage. Zafir Kelly, he'll break that pass up.
Dormady just short on that one, boy. He wishes he had that one back. If he leads this ball out there, if he just throws it a couple more yards, Latimer has a touchdown. He's wide open down the middle, beating the middle linebacker. Just didn't get it out there.
Jose Borregales on to attempt a 50-yard field goal.
Pass interference! Pass interference!
Freaking field goal, field goal, field goal.
Quick decision by Coach Buckley. In the left divisions, DC has yet to lose a game this season. Roughnecks had 4-1. Back in Orlando, Elvin McKnight. Dance receiving the kick of his own 5. Sent down, sliding out at the 32.
Where'd he come from? Hey, where he come from?
That's how the last drive ended for the Sea Dragons. All access. DiNucci trying to spot Jawan Green in that back corner and quickly double covered after DiNucci bought a little time. Bradwell, the running back, on first down. Enjoy, Seattle scored on 3 straight possessions. Maybe not the touchdowns, all those situations. Gemmel with the tackle behind the line and a loss of 2.
Yeah, their last 3 and 4 of their last 6. But Orlando is still in this game because they're holding them to field goals in a lot of these situations. We're starting to see the Seattle offense get going, get moving the ball, but they can't get it in the end zone, which is why this is still a close game.
Harold Thompson also involved in that last stop. Seattle leading by 1.
Let go!
Time again, DiNucci to survey. Floats that one short and out of bounds.
Yep, trips right up. Hey, 881.
Listen up, listen up. Hey, double buzz, double buzz, double buzz, double buzz, double buzz. Hey, stick safeties, play the stick safeties. Justin.
When he says play the stick safeties, he's telling the safeties don't drop deeper than the first down. They want to sit at the first down markers, ready to pounce on any ball thrown in the air.
Double buzz, satellite pressure, no blitz. The dump off on the crosser. Lake Jackson upended. Well short of the line to gain. It was Terrence Smith. Just 4 yards on the play.
44 stack, middle return. 44 stack, middle return.
Man, Orlando does not look like an 0-5 ball club right now. And these fans appreciate it. These fans that come out here and sat in this heat, they really appreciate the way this Orlando team is playing. It's amazing they're 0-5, but they look like the better football team. And these fans still coming out here supporting this team is pretty impressive.
Cameron Nizelek on to punt. Justin Rogers back deep to receive. Nucci on the bench, leading pass in the XFL. And a wobbler. The penalty marker down. Rogers bumped hard and driven down. The ball came out. Heads up play, Tremaine Washington. And a lot to unpack. We'll check the penalty.
Formation. All right, we're going to tack that on. Illegal formation. Kicking team. Not enough players on the line of scrimmage. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. It'll be first down.
Joey, so much force on this play by Daniel Joseph. The ball sprung loose.
And what a heads-up play to scoop this ball and then get positive yards. Penalty flag is down, so there's going to be some added to this, but this is a huge play for Orlando. It's in a position in the 4th quarter, down 1 point to a team that has won 3 in a row. This is huge for Orlando.
The plot thickens for the team in search of its first victory of the year. They've been close. Best starting field position for the Guardians right here. And Martin, a stunner step, rumbling his way into Seattle territory. Down to Tiffany.
Hey guys, I'm with Tremaine Washington. You picked up that loose ball. What was the awareness like for you?
Man, I was just saying ball, get ball. See ball, get ball. Had opportunity, made the best of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's simple, guys. See ball, get ball.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Meanwhile, a penalty called on the Guardians. They're 10th, and that'll cost them a nice gain on the ground by Martin.
Entry right, entry right. Gone right, gone right, gone right.
5-yard penalty. Incomplete. Dormady looking for Logan Carter, his second drop.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go 11 personnel. 11, 11, 11.
go bunch right, scat right, Chicago.
Scat right, Chicago. Bunch right, scat right, scat right, scat right, scat right, scat right.
Darrington back on the field. 2nd and 15. Dormady, Rambo, and incomplete. Chris Payton-Jones snuck in there at the last second, 5 and white. The reach of Dan Williams. Well, promising drive again. The penalty coming in after a big gain on the ground. That'll be the first 3 and out for Orlando this afternoon. Dan Williams slow to get up.
Just off his fingertips. Pretty good throw out to the sideline. You can hear Dormady a little upset about the route. But think about that drive for Orlando. They have it at the 50-yard line. They get a penalty. Now it's 1st and 15. Then they have to drop the ball. And now this.
Special teams fiasco. Seattle has thrived on special teams today. The punt block. And Elijah Holder was able to bust through the line of scrimmage.
I mean, that sequence by Orlando, they get the stop, get the ball on the 50. They get lucky, they pick up the scoop the ball, get the ball on the 50, have a penalty, have a drop pass, incomplete on 3rd down, and then a punt blocked, putting Seattle in position on the 6-yard line.
Down to Eric.
Hey, 33, man, you got your hands on the football there, heads up play. What happened? How'd you get back there?
Just trying to execute the play. Coach gave me on the blitz. Got to do my job, make a play. That's all it is.
Did you know it was going to happen? I mean, it looked like it was easy for you getting back there.
Every time I'm going, I want it to happen. So I'm going to make it happen when I'm in.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Played his college ball at Stanford. Did Holder an enormous play for Seattle's special teams. They'll set up shop 1st and goal from the 6. Holder, full head of steam, was fantastic. ABC's presentation of the XFL will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Call today, this 95-degree heat. And some of our very best friends are here hanging out, enjoying maybe a little suntan action.
Those guys don't mind the sun.
No, they don't, Big Mac. They do not, Eric McLean. Somewhere down on the sidelines trying to stay cool. 1-point game, 7:14 to go. And Ben DiNucci in the red zone this afternoon. Not as efficient as he has been. 1 of 7 and 1 pick. Could have been 2. Hammonds fell down.
They've had 4 trips and just got 9 points out of it. So the defense by Orlando, give them some credit. They've been very aggressive on the back end. They've done a nice job with their zone coverages and slowing down Seattle's offense.
Ty Smith back on the field as well for Orlando.
Here we go. 9-2, ready. 9-2.
Josh Gordon, bottom of your screen. DiNucci by a little bit of time and now flush. Ben DiNucci to the edge. And a punt fake. He's going to fake the Patrick Mahomes pass. Matt Elam made sure he didn't score. It's a gain of 2, 3rd and goal.
I think Josh Gordon is catchless on this day, and this would be an area you would think that with his height and his skill, he would be important to the offense. They haven't been able to get him the ball yet. And again, great coverage on the back end, leaving only the run for Ben DiNucci as quarterback.
Just 2 targets for Gordon, 3rd down and goal. DiNucci back of the end zone for the touchdown. Juwan Green, third of the season, and a big strike for Seattle on the road.
We talked about this zone coverage. You can see just a hole in the back of the zone. Not quite sure where the guys are supposed to be. You see defensive backs always looking at each other. Terrence Smith standing at the goal line, doesn't back up at all. And Ben DiNucci does a nice job dropping it right over his head.
7-point lead. Seattle will go for 2.
Let's go.
And DiNucci zings one incomplete, looking for Pearson. He was covered by C.J. Holmes, so the lead remains at 7 after the missed 2-point try.
Yeah, and the people that got in on the over-under at 43, they're now happy. The people that got in at 36 and a half, they were happy before that touchdown. So the over-unders, I think there's another one out. I think it's moved up to 48 and a half, so it's still out there.
Check in with Eric McLean.
Ben, I told you at halftime, if you're mobile, good things happen, and you get out on the edge there, make things happen. What the offense look like there?
That was all special teams. We got the ball on the 6-yard line. It's our job to punch it in. We were able to do that. Up 7, still 6 minutes left, long game, the way these games play out. So we got to keep our foot on the gas, put some more punch up.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep, thanks.
Eric, appreciate you. Let's take a look at this next kickoff, and we will see if Orlando can redeem itself on special teams. That has been an issue.
Yeah, we down. We just got to punch it in, man.
Yeah, we good, man. We good.
Dedrick Thomas back deep to receive. Outstanding career at Mississippi State. Plays perfectly to that target zone. Thomas weave his way ahead to the 24. Let's take a look at our game flow brought to you by Progressive. We mentioned special teams, Joey. Oh, Seattle has been so impressive, and Kelvin McKnight in particular.
Yeah, they've been 2 times getting to the plus side of the field. This one looked like it was going to be a touchdown, and then another big return. They've been huge, and then blocking this punt, which is the first one I've seen in one of our games. Huge play, getting the ball on the 6-yard line, giving them a chance to go up by 9.
Give me some love for the kickers as well. 54-yarder was drilled.
Tell Trey to watch the run.
By Eberle. At the long returns, the block punt.
Michelle.
Still a 1-possession game. Straight ahead goes Martin. The bowling ball rumbles across the 35. That's a first down.
Michelle.
Orlando now $162 on the ground. Charleston Rambo with the screen. Ushered out near the 42 by Brooks.
Give me dose right, scat right, X drive, clippers to the right. Y has the corner. Rambo, you got the
Scat right.
Eli,
Scat
give me a
right.
good dig.
Double.
Movement.
I'll start. A 14 of the offense. This is a 5-yard penalty. It is still second down.
That's Rambo, the wide receiver. Joey, this is the 4th game in a row with Orlando having 10 penalties or more.
Yeah, and in the second drive in a row, they had a false start, moving them back. You know, again, you keep beating a dead horse, but these penalties are absolutely killing their chances. They have 11 penalties in this game. It is killing their chances at getting momentum started for this offense.
11 penalties, 90 yards, moving the wrong direction. Lattimore will hold on to it at the 40. It'll be 3rd down. 3-yard gain, the stop by Jones, and here we go.
Ace right.
Martin 6 of 13 on 3rd down. Dormany stays alive. The pump fake, and not this time. Sandwich between 2 defenders. It was Ponder and Brooks. And they met him about 4 yards deep in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Another blitz sent by Seattle. Perfect timing. Timed it right, and they missed once again. Missed the blitzer. The back has to get a bigger piece of him.
They took the penalty.
These refs are bad. Bad, bro.
Kelvin McKnight back on the field. Quentin Dormady not pleased.
Bro, they grabbing me around my head so I can't see nothing. He said, you can do that in the pocket. I'm like, you already called it once. Oh, refs are so bad.
Check in with Dean Blandino in our XFL Command Center. You heard Dormady talking about the contact with the face, Dean.
We did look at potential contact to the face, and there was no forcible blow. We had a really good look to show that there was a grab right here on the front of the collar, and there was no forcible contact to the head neck.
Thank you. McKnight retreats from the 14. So shifty. 86 and wide, another big play. Turned over at the 35. Punt of 57, a return of 21, and another marker on the field at the 25. Right by the neck.
Okay, we've got multiple flags. Are they all the same?
3 penalty markers on the field.
Number 9 holding during the return. Oh, blindside, my bad. During the return. Personal foul. Legal blindside block. Number 9 of the return team. It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Be first down.
Don't forget, later today over on ESPN, don't miss UFC Fight Night presented by Modelo. Title hopes try to remain alive in the main event. Prelims start at 4 Eastern, followed by the main card at 7 on ESPN and ESPN+. And a Modelo in the stands as we speak. Well played. 3:39 remaining. Cameron Kay, the new long snapper, signed to the roster on Tuesday, requiring assistance off the field from Naples, Florida originally. Played collegiately at Troy. Blindside block will force the Sea Dragons to go backwards. It's a big penalty. Orlando out of timeouts.
Here we go. 860 on 2, ready. Jump.
Pressure off the edge. The quick release to Pearson. Pearson dives ahead for a first down, and a big gain on first down. The tackle by Smith give him 11.
Left, let the clock run.
Yep.
Trips left. I got Denver Y bubble.
Here we go.
Denver Y bubble.
Denver on 2, ready.
Always a conundrum. You're trying to milk the clock, running a version of the run and shoot. Not easy to do.
Let go.
Bradwell stopped by Smith. Guardians do have 3 timeouts remaining. 2.5 minutes to go.
8:61 on 2, ready.
And the 2-minute warning. Empty backfield again. DiNucci, Pearson. Brought down, crossing the 30. That's it. Hossein was there on a timeout call. Week 6 of the XFL continues tonight. The Battlehawks taking on the Vipers. That's 7 Eastern on FX. Then tomorrow afternoon, the Brahmas and the Renegades at 3 Eastern. Right back here on ABC. Finally, Monday, the game. The Roughnecks and the Defenders. ESPN2, 7 o'clock Eastern. Two teams combined to go 9-1, leading their divisions all 3 games. Also on ESPN+. Get Macklin one of those fans down on the field. That'll keep him nice and cool. That Guardian fan.
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't have one right now.
Where is it? He's got the towel. He's staying as cool as possible.
Guys, here's the deal. I'm a little surprised I still have made it this long and I'm out here. You know, we got to work on the fan situation.
Still not seeing the sweat. To me, that's impressive.
I saw Tiffany sitting in the shade. It was weird.
Can I defend myself?
In a minute. Third down. DiNucci wants to go deep. Heaves one. Pearson was open. It was above his head. He's only 5'7". And still, we're not even to the 2-minute
warning. Plenty of time for Orlando here. They still have the 2 timeouts. There's 2 minutes left. They'll be under that. We'll go 2-minute warning after the punt. But Orlando is in a perfect position to get their first win if they can get their offense going and get into the end zone.
The clock hits 2 minutes. That will take us to the 2-minute warning. And Orlando with 2 timeouts remaining. They'll get the football back when we return. ESPN+. We got a ball game back in Orlando. 1 possession advantage for the Sea Dragons. But the Guardians going to get it back in search of their first victory. The punt whistle dead at the 27 upon a 40. It was Shabari Davis that pinned it down there. So Orlando gets it back, and another hurdle, obstacle to overcome. Shane Matthews calling plays.
The key is don't get another false start. Don't give away 5 yards. They've done that in the last 2 drives.
Hey, bring your split in, Rambo, just a tad.
David. Right. 180.
Plenty of time. 2 timeouts to work with. Dormady.
Oh my gosh. Corner again.
Darrington has a first down and then some. Powerful finish. The ball came out late, and let's see. Seattle gets it back. Ro Ferris, the fumble recovery. Clearly out, Joey.
Yeah, that one's out. And Seattle's another team that has struggled to get turnovers. Only created 3 on the season, but this one timely and costly for Orlando. They even up the turnover battle in this game. And once again, Orlando mistakes. I mean, I don't know what else you can say about it. It's just these kind of mistakes. They had a shot. The corner down on this side was wide open. He missed him with the check down, and then
get him going.
This happens.
Hey, man, y'all stop freaking complaining, man.
Antoine Brooks forced the fumble. Ferris the recovery, and Seattle in position to win its 4th straight game. First turnover of the afternoon for Orlando. 2 timeouts remaining. Bradwell, punishing finish to that run up the middle. Down to Eric.
Antoine, you were able to get your head on the football, punch that thing out, if you will, seal the deal. How'd that feel?
Man, it felt good. Really, it was just all the team effort. Me and Elijah Ponder did a good job just containing the tackle and making sure we get the man down. And the ball came out. Honestly, I didn't even know the ball did come out. I'm happy for it, and the game over.
It felt like that this was a really complete game for you. Maybe not the most consistent, but as a team, special teams, defense, offense, making their things happen.
Yeah. We was focused all week just to focus on not their record, their players. You know, we worried about the 0-5. We ain't worried about that. We playing every game to the fullest, all 4 quarters to 0-0-0.
Did that. I appreciate you.
1:36 to go. Eric, thank you. After the timeout, Bradwell stopped short of the line. Trayvon Sanders, another timeout after a loss of 1. Orlando now out of timeouts. Now, Joey, Guardians had their opportunities today. You mentioned the penalties. We've talked about them. 4 straight games now. Double figures in that department. In Seattle, despite the 1 turnover in the end zone, outside of that, a cleaner game.
Yeah, the penalties have been an issue for Orlando all year long. You hate to see it for these guys. They play so hard. They played well in the first half. Defensively played well in the second half, and they just can't find a way to get over the hump of those mistakes that they make.
Guardians out of timeouts, 3rd and 6. DiNucci simply slide down and make sure the clock continues to roll. Terrence Plummer tracking that time. And Orlando will have a chance to get the football back. Out of timeouts and a long ways to go. Joey, you mentioned the over in this game. That connected. 5th time in 6 games. Orlando's particular contest has gone over the number.
And the way this game started, 3 points in the first quarter did not seem like it was going to get there.
And they'll move it back 5. Nizelek. The delay of game will move it backwards.
47. 47.
Let's see if Orlando wants to set up for the return here or try to pull off a block like we saw from Seattle earlier.
Hold on. Thank you. We had to reset the clock.
Nizelek just going to make sure he gets rid of it cleanly, and he does. There's a penalty marker down into the end zone.
I got him. Let him go, bitch. Hey, you ugly ass.
Hang on.
Hey.
Check the penalty.
Number 19. Ineligible player of the kicking team downfield. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Your first down.
It's on T.J. Hammond, so a 7-point deficit. Jim Haslett's team out in front. And Orlando with not much time to work with, Joey, and out of timeouts, but still not impossible.
Yeah, not impossible. Touchback brings it to the 35. Add 5 there to 40. There's 40 seconds. Obviously, your plays have to be out of bounds. You don't have a whole lot of time to make big plays down the field and get up there and spike it.
3-man front. Dormany wants to go deep. Has Rambo. That's a first down. Stopped at the 40.
It's a good start.
Same play, repeat, redo. Let's go, same play.
Go back to the well one more time. Dormany under duress, caught again at the 25. Rambo getting it done.
Clock, just get set, clock.
A couple of seconds costly there as Rambo had to set up. 17 seconds to go, still time.
Yeah, if you're a receiver, you got to stay on the same side of the ball you were on. If you get on opposite, then you're uncovered.
I want the back to run a wheel route down here. So we're going to go twins right, Seattle, Z-dig, H-wheel.
17 seconds to go. Guardians attempting the comeback.
Look quick. Michelle.
Time look on defense. Dormany, he's going to flow one on the wheel and incomplete. Thomas was open for a moment. Ponder in coverage, Joey. That was close.
That was close. They went man-to-man on the backside. They sent the blitz. Man, I would have loved to take that shot down the middle.
Dose left.
It was there.
Come here, Cody.
Yeah, if you're looking to the middle of the field there, you got Latimer in a man-to-man situation against a safety. I like the options of going to Latimer there.
Ace right, Seattle, deep pump. Ace right, hurry. Yeah, double.
Orlando out of timeouts. Thomas, the running back.
Michelle.
Here comes pressure. Dormady has to step up and elude it. Gets rid of it, incomplete, and that was close. 8 seconds to go. Boy, Walker and Holder came crashing in. Dormady fortunate the game isn't over.
They're sending a blitz, and it's man-to-man coverage.
We're going to keep Cody in, tell him to, hey, we're going to go. I want flex right, Charlie 2, Clippers Z pump, okay?
Charlie 2.
Stand up, Cody, stand up and just protect from there. Make them look like you're running a route.
4th and 10, you have to believe Orlando has to get to the end zone. Only 8 seconds to go. Dormady going backwards, driven down. Pass is ruled incomplete, and that's going to do it. It was Cole that was blitzing the Orlando quarterback. And that should just about do it. And once again, the Guardians this close. 3 losses decided by 1 possession. And back to the drawing board once again for Terrell Buckley and the Orlando Guardians. 26-19, our final score. The Sea Dragons win their 4th game in a row, as Seattle finds a way on the road. Coming up next on ABC, stay tuned for women's college basketball as Ohio State takes on UConn in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. Thanks for joining us, and good afternoon from beautiful Orlando, Florida.